underway for Sunday afternoon baseball. It's going to be the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Major League Baseball 2K11.
And a supportive bunch, and what a bunch it is. 50,000 for this one. Defending the home field advantage today in Toronto, it's the Blue Jays. I'm Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, our analysts, and we are ready to go. 2K Sports MLB. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. Steve, focus here against Minnesota.
Oh, sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here, but this is a great lineup. A lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his game in order to do it and rely upon that movement on his pitches.
Got a chance now to see the lineup for the Twins. Scouting Big John, who are we looking at today?
Well, let's take a look at regular Joe Mauer. Guy that doesn't say a whole lot. He's not one of these guys that's all flashy and whatever, but the more you watch him play, the more you understand that this is the way the game of baseball should be played. Keep quiet, do your job, and let the numbers speak for themselves.
Daru is batting. A win in their last contest for the Twins. That coming on the heels of a winning performance in the first of 3 against Toronto.
Well, and the great thing is you start out 2-0 and you get another opportunity to see another one of these great arms you have come out and get his first win of the season.
One down here as we get started. The ground ball to kick things off with the out. So here's how Toronto will stack up defensively. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, Vernon Wells' defense is very underrated. People don't understand that because of the offensive numbers he puts up, they overlook his defense. But he's just as valuable on that side of the ball as he is on the offensive side. Takes a lot of hits away from players. Still possesses, at his age, a pretty good throwing arm, too.
One out, nobody on. Strike one. Wells gets him to swing 0-1. Takes that breaking ball. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses. 1-2. Fastball got him looking. 2 down.
Well, what are you looking at? With 2 strikes, you've got to be thinking fastball. He got it, and he got it right down the middle. Pull the trigger. Come on.
And a chance now to check out the schedule for Toronto. They'll wrap up this series with Minnesota today. They'll have tomorrow off. They'll stay right there for the next set of games. The Oakland Athletics. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. After that, they meet with Sean Figgins in a road series against the Angels. A team that will definitely give them a competitive series. 2 outs and nobody on. Wow, Wells fooled him on that one. On the way. Swung on. Hit down the line and left. This one into the corner. Goodbye, home run. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball in a 1-0 lead.
Oh, great piece of hitting right there. He turns on that one, rotates the hips, and drives the ball.
And that's going to give them the lead here, and an early lead.
I'm going to see if they can tack on a few more here in the first and put the pressure on. Minnesota in the lead, playing Twins baseball right now, putting pressure on the opposing pitcher. They want to keep it on now.
Two outs, bases empty. That's too high for a ball. 1-0. Steve, they'd love to see their bats going here. You just love to get a big jump in a ball game.
Now, you know, you have to wonder whether nerves are a factor here in the first inning and affecting the way these pitchers are going at it.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
A lot of managers are hesitant to turn their guys loose 3-0, but I say let it fly. This might be the best pitch he sees in the whole at bat.
He delivers. Taking all the way. It's in there for a strike. 3-1. (3-1) on the way. 3-1 a fastball, swung on and missed, full count. Payoff pitch coming. That misses ball 4. That is a guy you do not want to put on base.
Well, you just saw a great deal of plate discipline right there on the hitter. Maybe a little fatigue on the pitcher's part. They're not used to throwing that many pitches in one at bat, but the hitter wins it and gets that base on balls.
Well, you've got the lead right now with speed on first base. You have to get him going, I think, Gary.
He's running towards second. Ball. And he's in there at second base. Here's the delivery, and that misses upstairs. Ball 2.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Forcing fastball up in the zone.
Fastball misses badly. He's in danger of losing him. Taking all the way. It's in there for a strike. 3-1.
Even on a 3-0 count, you don't want to make it that fat a pitch when you throw it to the plate. You better not throw it again. 3-1.
That one swung on, it's lined, and he can't get to it. And they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. A run scores.
Well, they need a big out right here, Gary. They've given up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
Number 8 spot in the lineup. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
Well, they've staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, you start to anticipate maybe a healthy bit of run support coming in this game. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0.
Gary, they're taking advantage of some early pitching mistakes. You have to do that because you never know if those mistakes are going to happen later in the game. Take advantage of the opportunities.
This one hit, and a long foul ball down the left side.
Oh!
Hit in the air to center field. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. Early scoring, that's always a blessing. They get it going here. The Twins on top, 2-0. Minnesota starters on the mound. Here's a look. Steve, he's facing that Toronto lineup today. What is he thinking about?
Quality right-hander on the mound against this lineup. He should be able to get the outs he needs to come away with a victory, especially if his offense gives him some run support.
Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. The pitch. Second pitch waves at a fastball. Strike one.
Boy, that's some kind of fastball down in the zone right there. The hitter has to be ready for it or he's got no chance to hit it.
1-1 on the way. Can't make contact on that fastball. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Slider. 2-2.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
Two pitch. Change up in there, punches him out. Number one.
Now, Gary, he delivers a changeup on this one. Well, this thing just about stops as it gets to home plate. The hitter could have reloaded a couple times if he decided to swing. Instead, he just wanted to watch it go by.
Fernandez in the batter's box.
Now, for the 5th straight year in 2010, the Blue Jays have a winning record against the AL Central.
Nobody on base, one away. That one's drilled to short. Throw to first gets him, and there are two down. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, a center fielder that hits in the middle of the lineup and produces home runs and RBIs, Vernon Wells is the guy you want to keep an eye on here today. He has that power bat. Anytime you make a mistake, especially middle in, he'll take you out of the ballpark, and he'll win games for you with his glove and with his bat.
And Delgado's batting. The Central did not want to see the Jays coming. They went 22-19, the Jays did, against those teams.
You know, I think that we underestimate a little bit the impact of travel north of the border. It's not as easy as it once was, and I think visiting teams do struggle with that.
Line down the right field line, but a foul ball. The pitch. And here's a swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes. Ball. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, make him bring it down to give yourself a chance.
Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. Twins still protecting a lead. Chilly indeed. We've got a day at the ballpark more suited for a hot cup of coffee than the ice cold lemonade. And here's Joe Mauer, up in the top 5 in average last year. Wells too far outside. That's a ball. One 0 on the way. 1-0 pitch, a curveball that breaks outside. 2-0.
You know, his curveball is so good that it comes out of his hand and it looks like a ball, and then it breaks down into the zone. So many guys take the pitch.
There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. This one to Bell. As he drops back and puts it away. With that 12-6 curveball, Steve, as a hitter, you better pick up the rotation.
Well, you better pick it up early, but a lot of times guys give up on it.
At the plate, their rookie first baseman.
Well, it's been dramatic over the last several years for the Twins to get to the playoffs or not get to the playoffs. Well, there wasn't a whole lot of drama in the race in 2010 as the Twins walked away with their second consecutive American League Central crown.
Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. This Central Division is becoming dominated by the Twins now. 6 of the last 9 titles have gone to them. The trouble for the Twins is it seems to stop there.
They just can't seem to find a way to win playoff series right now. And they don't have the power arms in the rotation. Their offense just seems to shut down at times in the big games.
Wells with the pitch. There's a swing, line drive, center field. It's caught.
Let's check out last year's American League rankings and see where the Minnesota Twins fell in the standings. He was first in triples, first in batting average with runners in scoring position. And you look at the doubles they put up, ranked 3rd overall in the league in doubles. That ability to take the extra bases and drive the ball.
Base is empty with 2 outs. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
The hitter lays off this pitch realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Here's the pitch. Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2. Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. This is popped foul to the right side, but playable. And the side's retired. Delgado catches it, comes in off the field. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. Last couple of hours, maybe even before the game started, it's been pretty comfortable weather, partly cloudy. First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now. 0-2.
Well, a great pitch and a great strike right there to get that pitch down and away. Look, if you can throw it out there consistently, you keep doing it, you're going to have a lot of success.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Foul. That's a foul ball.
Well, a 1-2 count, that pitch on the outside part of the plate. Borderline pitch. You still don't know if it's going to be a ball or a strike. The last thing you want to do is take that pitch for a called strike 3.
Got him. 1 away.
Well, the slider is his go-to pitch, and it's not surprising. You can see why. 2 strikeouts in a row on that hard-breaking, nasty slider.
1 away. Here's Vernon Wells.
And a lot of rumors throughout the 2010 season that Vernon Wells was on the trade block. Toronto Blue Jays wanting to get rid of that contract. But Vernon put together a great year, and the Jays decided, you know what? Maybe we need this guy in the middle of our lineup if we're going to compete in the American League East.
Here's the pitch. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. And certainly, guys, with Vernon Wells, he's at the point in his career where he has to keep proving himself despite a great career over and over again, as everybody asks, is he at the end?
Yeah, I think getting up in age a little bit and that huge deal, I think everybody wants to see if he can play to the level of the contract. If he can, I think the Blue Jays may consider moving him.
Fouled off that first pitch, and it's 0-1. And Vernon Wells right through on that cut, strike 3. Struck him out on 3 pitches. That gets it done in a hurry.
Efficient and in control. When you have those two things working for you, you're going to get it done.
A look at the early schedule here for the Twins. They wrap up the series with Toronto today. Following that, they'll have a road series to play the Yankees and their premier star, Derek Jeter. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That'll be Monday through Thursday. Continuing on, they'll square off against some good competition. The Oakland Athletics. Two outs and nobody on. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. And there's the third out. Not a lot of action in this half inning, nothing on. Toronto's still looking for the offense. Carew is up now. Grounded out his last time through. First pitch. And Wells, no luck with that pitch upstairs.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
That was a called strike of the knees, 1-1.
That's a good, hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one now.
Hard grounded to short. So he's aboard. Base hit, nobody out. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look. Brought to you by State Farm. The Yankees, number 1. The Red Sox in 2nd. The Rays 3rd. Rangers 4th. And we've got the Twins, who are number 5.
Well, the thing you ask your team, the manager and the hitting coach, is, look, guys, get us some runs. This team does it as good as anyone in the league last year, and they just love to get on base, make things happen with speed, but they can also take it out of the ballpark.
Here's the first pitch. Let's that breaking ball go outside for ball 1. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's through. That's a base hit. Great opportunity for Minnesota.
Well, 2 hits the last game, and you can see he was getting a little confidence as that game went on, and he's carrying it into this one with another good start.
Killebrew at the plate. Homered back in the first inning. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. Wells with the pitch. Lays off that one, up and away for ball 1. Gets that call at the knees, evens the count at 1 apiece.
Some guys really like the low fastball. In this situation, though, he ends up taking the pitch.
Checks him at second. Didn't look like he was going to go anywhere that time, so he's easily back. Now the 1-1 pitch. The 1-1 pitch, and he watches that curve for strike 2. Spins, checks him at second. Wasn't very far off the bag, so he gets back easily. Checks him again, And he's back in standing up. Strike 3 called on the fastball. What a way. That's working in a hurry right there. He didn't mess around wasting pitches.
Well, what that did, that pitch selection did, Gary, was keep the hitter off balance. When you don't waste pitches, you put the hitter back on his heels.
One out with runners at first and second. Out of the zone, Wells with the ball.
Well, you watch how the hitter reacted to that. He had thoughts about chasing that pitch, but at the last second decided to lay off of it.
Oh, both runners on the move. Oh, and they get that one on the out. Couldn't get the double part of it.
Well, 2 strikes. He goes right at him with a fastball. He challenges him, but he throws it at the knees, so even if it's put in play, it stays in the ballpark.
Cuts on that fastball. Can't make contact. 1 and 2. Spins on a throw behind the runner. The 1-2 on its way. Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. And that's going to do it. Bell there. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Minnesota 2, Toronto nothing. Barfield at the plate. Slider just misses. 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Off his bat and foul to the right. Here's the delivery. Hit sharply towards the hole. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning.
That's a nice throw by the third baseman to be able to nip the runner at first base. Good, solid footwork as he transferred the ball from his glove to his throwing hand.
There's more MLB this Thursday. We'll see David Wright and the New York Mets as they'll be taking on the Phillies in Philadelphia. Game time is 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific.
Well, Gary, fans are going to want to tune into that one because I think that's got a chance to be a heck of a ball game.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball in there for a called strike. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. He's heading for third. So he legs out a triple here.
Well, they had waited to the third inning to finally get their first hit. Let's see if they can capitalize on this to produce some runs.
Look at the teams who led the league in extra base hits last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Blue Jays. The Red Sox in second. In third, the Yankees. Fourth, the Twins. And at number 5 on the list, the Rays.
Well, look for the ball to be rattled around in the gaps in this game. The balls are going to be hitting the wall. Extra base hits galore with these two teams. Two of the best at it last year in the league. And I tell you what, these guys love to hit the ball in the gaps and get it scored.
Here comes the runner for the plate. The throw, and a run comes home.
Solid approach at the plate. Got a pitch that he could do something with it that he could handle, and he picks up an RBI. Good job.
Base is empty and 2 down. Now the first pitch. And he swings and hits this one foul. Here's the delivery. And this is bounced foul to the left side. Headed for the middle. Number 5. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. They pick up a run on one hit, nobody left. It is get back time for the Blue Jays. Now they've got to shut down the opposition. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. And Wells can't get him to swing at that one. It's low for a ball.
They thought maybe the hitter was going to open up at the plate. They went with the soft pitch, the curveball, down and away, but he couldn't chase.
The 1-0 now. In there at the letters, evening the count, 1-1.
Well, climbing the ladder with that four-seam fastball, trying to get the hitter to elevate his eyes. He gets the strike on it, and the hitter doesn't pull the trigger.
Swung on and fouled away.
Foul ball!
One-two pitch coming. Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. One away.
Well, you can hang laundry on that one. 94 miles per hour. Pretty good velocity, but that's pretty straight.
2 straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, if a pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K, you know he's throwing gas out there.
Base is empty with 1 away. And here's the first one. And that finds the outside corner for strike 1.
Outstanding rotation on that pitch. Look at the mechanics for this pitcher. It comes out of his hand and just falls off the table.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner to right center. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. And he ends up at second. That's a double.
Well, a good job right there getting on base here with 1 away, standing on second base. Now a single will score him.
And it's Joe Mauer now. Last year, one of the best averages in the American League. Man on second, 1 away. And Mauer ready for the first pitch. Wells too far outside. That's a ball.
Gary had an outstanding year last year, no doubt about that. I mean, a guy they came to rely upon, and obviously a very disciplined hitter at the plate.
The pitch. And he looks at a fastball in there. 1-1.
Well, not many catchers you look at and say, wow, what a great athlete. But Joe Mauer is an exception to the rule. Not only a great baseball player, but an all-around athlete in high school. A great basketball player and a phenomenal quarterback as well.
Missed with the fastball outside. 2-1. Baseball, all sports have to have names that people respond to. And that's what Joe Mauer is for baseball. whether you're a Minnesota fan or not. You respond when you hear that name.
Well, that's right. I mean, listen, his teammates respond as well. I mean, he was a quarterback in football, clearly a leader. He's a quiet leader. He leads by example as a catcher on this team. And not hard to see with the way he goes about his game.
A look at the teams from last year who stepped up big with runners in scoring position, courtesy of State Farm. The Twins, number 1. The White Sox, 2nd. 3rd spot, the Rangers. Red Sox, 4th. Number 5, the Royals rounded out.
Well, one of the most clutch teams in all of baseball last year, hitting with runners in scoring position. They were the best at it. They love those clutch situations. Seems like every guy in the lineup seems to bear down when they have guys in scoring position and they deliver runs.
And here's the first one. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1. Ground ball to short. Fernandez throws on to first. Side is retired. So they pick up a hit but leave a man at second and fail to score. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. Fernandez in the box. He'll lead it off here, bottom half of the 4th. Pitch on the way, up the middle. And that is in there. The tying run is on base.
I've got a moment to take a look back to last year's Toronto Blue Jays. First in home runs, first in slugging percentage. And when you look at their offense, doubles were the name of the game. Ranked 2nd in doubles in the league. That ability to end up on second base, putting themselves in scoring position as batters.
No one out and a runner on first. Here it comes. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1. The 1-1 now. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
Swing, liner, back up the middle. Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Well, even though they lost the last game, he had 2 big hits, and that's a good sign if you're the manager of this team, that he's starting to swing the bat really well.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Now the first pitch. Strike 1. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. That's one out. And they get 2. Great double play.
Oh, beautiful looking double play right there. A pitcher's best friend.
That shortens the inning, shortens the number of pitches that have to be thrown. It's all about defense. So Vernon Wells, he'll try and keep it going. And he really gets a lot of attention. It doesn't matter whether he's home or on the road. Here's the pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. The Twins still out in front. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. The first pitch. And Wells can't get him to swing at that one. It's low for a ball.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
That one goes foul.
Oh! 2 and 1.
High and tight that time. 2 and 1. Fastball on the block. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3 and 1.
Well, anytime you have a count 3 and 1 in your favor as the hitter, you're looking for a pitch in a little box in the location you want to. If he throws it in there, you better be ready and get a good hack at it.
3-1, a fastball that's by him. 3 and 2.
Well, apparently he's looking for something a lot harder than that four-seam fastball. I don't know what else he has because he's way out in front.
3-2 on the way. Pitcher loses that battle. Could be costly. That's a leadoff walk.
Well, he couldn't get the hitter to expand his strike zone. Good patience at the plate turned into a base on balls.
Well, you know, the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand.
You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base. They better keep him close, because if he gets in scoring position, it may just add on to this lead.
At the belt, the 1-0. The 1-0 delivery is a fastball. Can't make contact. Strike one.
He had a little extra giddy up on that one as he just blows it right by him.
The pitch. And it's fouled off.
Foul!
The 1-2 pitch. A line drive towards short. To second for one. And there's two. A double play. Execution on that 6-4-3.
You have to have body control around the bag. Great acrobatic turn by the second baseman. Outstanding job.
It's going to be Rice now. Had a base hit his last time up. Two outs and nobody on. First pitch to him. And he tries to get one down. Wells. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single.
That's good baseball right there. He read the infielders and got it down and deadened the ball just like he needed to beat it out.
Killebrew at the plate. Homered back in the first inning. A runner on first with two outs. Oh, and he takes off for second. And he is safe at second. Wells with the pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. And he'll step on first to retire the side. He'll pick up no runs on one hit and leave a man at second. Minnesota 2, Toronto 1. And Lyle Overbay up. 0 for 1 thus far. And he starts Overbay out. A shot up the middle. One away now. Team leaders in home runs. How'd they do it last year? Well, let's take a look at our State Farm leaderboard. Number 1, the Blue Jays. The Red Sox in second. Third, the Yankees. Fourth, the White Sox. And we've got the Rangers. They are fifth.
Well, a lot of times they say that power hitters can be pitched to if you pitch them carefully. The problem is with this team, they have a ton of power hitters in this lineup.
A smash towards the hole. He dives. Oh, what a play. Great catch right there. That was a big-time shot up the middle.
It had base hit written all over it, but he got the full extension to make the catch.
Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. He tripled and scored last time through. Two outs, bases empty. Mauer setting up. Lined right at the second baseman. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Well, that's one way to keep your pitch count down. They wrap that inning up with 3 pitches. Minnesota's protecting their lead. Big bats ready to make an appearance. It's going to be Oliva now. 0 for 1 thus far. And here's the pitch. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
Lined hard down the left field line. That should be a base hit.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there, and anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
Runner on first base, nobody out. And the first pitch. Curveball just misses. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball called strike 2 and 1.
The key for any pitcher is establishing the 4-seam fastball. Once you get that working, it gives you so many different options.
Takes a cut. That's a little pop foul to the left. Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
Well, you see there, he tried to go on that outside corner, down and away. Give the hitter a lot of credit, though. You know that's a pitch you can't hit, so don't even swing at it. Well, and the catcher looked like he really wanted that one.
The 3-2 pitch. Line shot into center field. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. Great opportunity for Minnesota.
You have to like the aggressiveness on the bases here. Good piece of hitting, but they're going first to third. You take the extra base. Those are the little things that lead to victory.
Up again now, the number 5 spot. Had a double his last time up.
Well, with the lead right here, don't be surprised if we see the runner on first going. I think that he has enough speed to make it. And even if they throw it away, you got a chance to pick up a run.
He delivers. Takes one off the plate to even the count at 1. And he looks at a slider in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Now you throw that breaking pitch up and in, it's dangerous because a lot of times the hitter will open up giving on the pitch. That's the one pitch he has left to hit, but he got away with one there.
And he gets under that one. And he makes the catch, one down. League leaders in on-base percentage last year, courtesy of State Farm. Well, you take a look at Mauer. He's third.
Well, you can't score runs if you don't get guys on base, and this guy was one of the best at it in all of baseball last year. He will walk, he can get his base hits, but the bottom line is he is on base, and when you're on base, you have a better chance of scoring runs than just sitting back and waiting for the homer.
And Joe Mauer to bat.
Well, I'm going to leave it up to the two smart guys here in the booth. Can we call Joe Mauer one of the best catchers of all time at such a young age?
And Lilly's pitch. That's going to be looked at for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. John, I'm just happy you realized that you had to leave it to the two smart guys. The answer to your question, of course, is yes, and we'll expect you to learn those things as we go along here.
Well, I know I'm one of the smart guys. Who's the other one in the booth here? I'm not really...
Liner between first and second. The run scores.
Now the pitcher left us one over the middle part of the plate, right where the hitter can make contact. Good piece of hitting.
Boy, with the run scoring there, that's a pretty fat pitch in an RBI situation.
Keep the rally going.
And it rolls around to the top again. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Gary, we just saw a big hit right there, and it points out how critical it is at this time of the game to have somebody who can step up and get the job done in a clutch situation. And now it comes down to, can their bullpen hold this lead?
Runners on first and second with one out. And here's the first one. And he lays off the pitch outside in low, ball one. Steve, exactly right. You got to believe what they're thinking about is put away time now.
Well, that's right. It's not just about the offense. It's going to be about their pitching as well. They're going to win as a team or lose as a team. Let's see if they can win as a team.
The opportunity for offense is right now.
The best hitters in the game use the whole field. You have to be able to go the other way, even when the pitch is over the heart of the plate. That's what he does right there.
Guys prolong their career, not with power, but with base hits that are hit that way. Bases are loaded here with only one away. The pitch lined up the middle, and he'll try to make the play. 1 and 2. They got both of them that time. They pick up 4 hits in the inning, but manage only 1 run. Twins lead this one by 2. Their number 2 spot at the plate. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Fastball in there, 0-1.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
He deals. Drilled towards third. And he throws on to first for the out. Put away. Alomar is the batter. Grounded out his last time up. One out, bases empty. First pitch on the way. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0.
Well, you can see what he's doing. He's just pulling that ball away from him, trying to overthrow it, and he can't seem to find the strike zone. He has to be able to rein that thing in right now.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. 2 away.
The center fielder has a good angle to run this one down. He calls off the left fielder. Great catch.
Look at the teams who led the league in slugging last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Blue Jays number 1, the Red Sox second, in third the Yankees, the Twins fourth, and at number 5 on the list the White Sox.
Well, not a lot of singles in this one, I don't think, today, Gary. I mean, these two teams love to slug it out. They love to hit doubles, triples, and especially the home run ball. So if you're a pitcher, you better be very careful, because when you make a mistake, these two teams will make you pay.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Number 5. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. Twins 3, Toronto 1. Carew at the plate. He'll lead off the 7th inning. First pitch. That one's going to be outside. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. On the way. 1-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for a strike. 1-2.
Well, that cut fastball away, it looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate, runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
Ugly pitch. Catcher able to somehow scoop that out. Slider called third, strikeout number 1.
I've got a chance to take a look at the slider again.
A nice choice on the setup, and then the strikeout pitch. That was just plain dirty.
Boy, you give him the off-speed stuff to finish the job, you make a hitter feel bad.
Well, movement like that, following another off-speed pitch, is so tough to adjust to. The batter had no clue which way the ball was going to break.
Base is empty, 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a rocket toward short. And in there for a base hit. He's 3 for 4 today.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
Killebrew at the plate. Homered back in the first inning. One out, man on first. First pitch on the way. And that's the ball. Lilly a little too far outside.
Well, he had the right idea in mind, trying to get that fastball down and away. Just missed. Now let's see how he comes back with the next one.
Well, he's running, taking off for second. He is safe at second base. Fastball can't catch the corner. He's behind 3-0.
Well, you watch how the hitter reacted to that. He had thoughts about chasing that pitch, but at the last second decided to lay off of it.
Checks him at second. And he takes ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, he didn't want to lay it right down the middle, but he misses with this one low, and now he's walked him on 4 pitches. He's got to settle down.
It's going to be Oliva now. He singled and later scored in his last time up. One out with runners at first and second. Lilly with the pitch. That's off the plate away, 1-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Swung on, hit well, out there to deep left center field, back at the wall. Gives his team a 5-run lead now with a big 3-run knock.
Well, another one right there, Gary, and that's 2 home runs and for this team today, and they're spreading the wealth. Things just continue to go well here for the Twins, getting big hits in big situations.
Nobody on base, one away. Here's the first pitch. Cutter misses badly, 1-0. And Steve, this is the point in the ball game where you are really putting it to the opposition. The long ball can do that to you late.
Well, there's no question. I mean, you give up those home runs and it just deflates your own team. So offense ruling the day.
Swinging a liner to left. He's there, makes the catch. 2 down now. Now the State Farm leaderboard gives us a look at who hit the highest average-wise last year. Well, you take a look at Mauer. He's 3rd.
Well, here's a guy that played at his peak performance last year, Gary. I mean, you talk about a guy who was tough to get out. He put the ball in play, made a lot of things happen for this ball club, and he had an outstanding season.
Base is empty with 2 outs. Lilly with the pitch. Here's an off-speed pitch in there for strike 1.
When you can mix speeds and hit your spots, this is what you get. Nice pitch.
Slider locked him up. He's behind 0-2.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
Hard grounded to short. Fernandez. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. So they strike for 3 more runs here and widen that lead even further. Minnesota comfortably up 5 runs. And Delgado's batting. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
Look, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes, get outs right now.
Here's the pitch. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
1-1 pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2.
Well, this starts out a strike, and it ends up a strike. You got to swing the bat.
Here's the delivery. Hit in the air to left center. One away.
He's got everything working for him right now. Every pitch, he's throwing for a strike. That's 9 in a row that he's set down.
One out, nobody on. And the first pitch. He swings and nails a liner. And that goes through into right field. He's got a base hit.
You talk about a happy guy right there, and so is his manager. Getting there to second base, 2 outs to work with now for his offense. Let's see if his teammates can bring him in.
Bell leading off second. And Wells settles in. First pitch. Slider misses badly with it. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch.
Strike one.
The 1-1. Slider misses, and it's 2-1. He deals. 2-1 pitch is a slider, taken for a called strike 2.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
That one's going to be down low. 3-2.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
That one lofted in the air. That'll be a base hit and an RBI. And the run gets in. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slot that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
And Lyle Overbay up. You know, they still need a lot of offense. They're getting some. What they wanted was this a little earlier in this ball game.
After that hit right there, Gary, they're making a game out of this one. They're not going down easy.
You know, I didn't think we'd be saying this, but all of a sudden we've got ourselves a baseball game. Wells is at first. And he starts Overbay out. Fastball runs inside. That'll dust him off a little.
Look out. You got to get out of the way when it comes that far inside.
Ready with a 1-0. And Overbay swings and misses on it. That'll even the count up.
You know, Gary, I'm kind of glad you did say it, because we do have a baseball game right now. Because you know what? They were trailing, but they're not giving up, and they're fighting themselves back into it. Let's see if they can come all the way back.
Now Mauer positions himself. Slider just off the black that time. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. 2 down. Far field at the plate. Lined out in his last at bat. Runner on first, 2 away. And the first pitch. Ball. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
The 1-0 now. Ball. Down and away for ball 2. Here's the delivery. He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. 2-1.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
Comes set. He sends this one in the air towards center. And it drops in for a base hit. Toronto here's a position to get something done.
Well, in order to hit that pitch right there, he had to get full extension. I mean, that's a long reach for this guy. You know, and the pitcher has to be shaking his head wondering how much further outside do I have to go to get him to chase.
2 down. Runners at first and second. First pitch, here it comes. That one's drilled to short. Throws on to first, side is retired. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. It is get back time for the Blue Jays. Now they've got to shut down the opposition. Joe Mauer leading it off. Singled home a run in his last at bat. And Mauer ready for the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that'll put Mauer on first base.
Let's take a moment here to see the numbers that Joe Mauer put up last year. 3rd in batting average, 3rd in on-base percentage. And he also was ranked in the top 5 in doubles. That ability to hit the ball in the gap and get the extra base hit really allows you to drive in runners from first base and put yourself in scoring position.
Runner on first. First pitch on the way. Ball. And Lilly misses low that time. The 1-0 pitch. Cutter runs too far inside, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Inside with the fastball, 3-0.
Well, a little message pitch right there, up and in the strike zone. And I think this hitter will think twice about diving out over the plate after that pitch.
Fastball. He's taking all the way, 3-1.
But clearly the hitter had the take sign on right there. He was taking all the way.
There's contact. He drove it well. That's one away. And he'll go back to first. The rookie shortstop in. He hit into a double play as last time. One out, runner on at first. And the first pitch. Slider's in there for a called strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black, get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Pitch on the way. Ball. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
The 1-1. A little too much action there, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Low for a ball, and he'll be in the driver's seat, 3-1.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you know you have the upper hand.
He's set the 3-1. He makes contact, line drive. Makes its way through for a single. Fantastic chance here.
Well, a lot of hitters like that ball middle in, but middle off the plate, that's a tough pitch to hit. It tells you just how strong this guy is to be able to fight that pitch off to get that hit.
Runners on first and second with one out. First pitch on the way. Swing and lined up the middle. That should be a base hit. Here comes Mauer for the plate. And Mauer scores.
Well, that's hit number 15 in them for that one. And, boy, you get 15 hits in a game. The manager can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
It's going to be Rice now. Boy, this lineup is just pushing the pitching right now. It's tough to get anybody out.
Now, Gary, as we can see, this offense just keeps on rolling, keeps on producing. Why don't you keep on rolling, Gary?
And in this game, there's no such thing as piling on. You want to carry over. If you're hot now, keep it going. One out with runners at first and second. Lilly with the pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball one.
Well, you're right, Gary. Piling on, forget that. They don't care. They want to keep tacking on runs right now, gain that momentum to win today, and carry it into the next game.
Here's the 1-0. That misses below the knees, ball two.
Well, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And there's one. And the deuce, a double play. They pick up one on 3 hits, strand a man. Minnesota comfortably up 5 runs. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. Number 3 slot up again here. 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the 9th to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that's through a base hit.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
No one out and a runner on first. Here's the first pitch. Popped into foul territory down the left side. One down. Fernandez has a turn in the box. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. One down, runner at first. The pitch. A smash to first. Gets one at second. And they get it. They turn 2. No strikeouts, which talk about confidence. 4 pitches, 3 batters gone. Minnesota not letting this lead go. Things will start getting difficult with the 3rd man in the order lurking ahead. Killebrew at the plate. He'll start us out here in the last inning of regulation. Lilly with a pitch. Cutter just misses. 1-0.
Good movement on the cut fastball there. Just couldn't quite catch the bottom corner of the strike zone. Good eye at the plate.
The 1-0 now. 1-0 pitch. Fastball high. 2-0. Looked like a cutter right there, heading to his midsection.
Well, he gets out of the way right there. If he hadn't been, he'd be headed to first base. Sometimes you have to take one for the team.
Cut fastball, taking all the way. 3-1.
The pitcher throws it right down the heart of the plate, 3-0, to get the strike, but he's lucky the take sign was on.
Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. As he retreats back for it and gets the out. It's going to be Oliva now. He homered back in the 7th inning of this game. Base is empty with one away. First pitch to him. And that's the ball. Lilly a little too far outside.
Well, anytime one of your middle relievers throws over 45 pitches, you got to wonder how much more he has left. Might want to get someone else up out there.
Here's the 1-0. 1-0 pitch, fastball high, 2-0. The pitch. Circle change, just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
Lays off 3-0, and it's on the outside corner for a strike.
Now let's see what he comes back with on the 3-1 pitch.
Called strike that time and a full 3-2 count. The full count pitch. This one's grounded near third, foul. Swing and a miss on the cutter that time. 2 down.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
In the box again, their left fielder. He flew out his last time up. Base is empty and 2 down. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a cutter that drops low. 1-0.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a shot to third. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no one left on. Twins 7, Blue Jays 2. Things will start getting a little more difficult as we look to the third man to lead it off. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Here it comes.
0-1.
Big swing there, but he can't connect, and it's a strike.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you could really deflate them.
Swing and a high drive, hooking into the corner. Goodbye home run. Well, that home run occurred with no one on, so they'll only chip 1 off the deficit down by 4.
They don't want to just lay down and die. They're going to continue to try to battle and see if they can't come back into this thing. They're getting a little bit closer at the very least. They gain some momentum for the next day. Well, Toronto's showing a little bit of production right here, but it's going to take a whole lot more than this to come all the way back. Well, they needed production, Gary, and they get a little bit, but they've got a long way to go still.
Nobody on base and nobody out. And the first pitch. He waved at that breaker and misses, and an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider. 1-1.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Fastball gets away from him there. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Fastball gets away from him there, and it's 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
That fastball is in there. He lays off it. Now it's 3-2.
Well, he's got a good four-seam fastball with good riding action to it, but he finds the heart of the plate here. Unfortunately for the hitter, he didn't swing.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Taps this one foul off to the left. Full count pitch. Up the middle. Carew. And Bell is retired.
Just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground. And obviously they've got a hill still to climb. And running out of time right now, only 2 outs remaining. So they've got to get something going and keep it going.
And it's Vernon Wells in the box now. He hit .333 last year against the Twins. One out, bases empty. And Wells settles in, first pitch. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Good eye by Vernon Wells, staying away from that one, and we're even.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
Here's a curveball that bounces to the plate. Two-one pitch. There's a swing, line drive, center field, and that's a base hit. Wells on board. That'll bring Lyle Overbay up.
And now look back to last season and the year that Vernon Wells had. 4th in doubles, 7th in triples, and the power numbers were there as he was ranked in the top 10 in home runs. And it's always nice to have a bat like that in your lineup.
Last time up, flew out. Runner at first with one down. And he starts Overbay out. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by. And in this matchup, lifetime 281 off Minnesota. Lyle Overbay not fooled by that one. Count evened up. Change up, can't find the zone. 2-1. Hit in the air to center field. Two down here in the inning. Barfield at the plate. He had a single in his last time up. Wells is at first. The pitch hit up the middle.
Solid play today by Minnesota leads them to victory.
As we check out the highlight reel of our player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And you don't often get the bats going on the road quite like this. Pretty good offensive attack.
Well, when you're on the road, to have this kind of offense, it takes the hometown crowd out of the game and really helps your chances.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.